Welcome to my tutorial video on how to draw humans in anime manga style. We're just doing heads today. There'll be another one on bodies and poses. So, with me, STARFEATHER, title text here. So I suggest searching up anime art and just looking at it and studying it, because that's what I did and it helped a bit. Just see the proportions. And then can do different poses and different views on how you see it, like 3/4, side view, profile, yeah, that's the same thing, front view, or you can do full body ones, which isn't in this tutorial, but I'll show you how to do that in the next one. And you can look at proportions again, and poses, yeah. And then you can also look at anatomy, but that's for the full body ones, but I decided to show you in this one anyway because it's an introduction. Yeah, you can trace it and look at it and study it. Yeah, so you know where the muscles and the bones are, and you can search up art references. These are really useful because they show you proportions and how to draw things, and maybe you should put in an anime because that doesn't look like an art reference. Yeah, anime art references, and then you can see how they look and copy it if that helps, or don't, if it doesn't help. And then there's Shidzilla. They taught me how to draw them. They've got very good tutorial videos, so I recommend you go and watch their tutorials. It's very good. Anime and manga tutorial bits. They taught me. And now I'm going to show you how to draw a girl, sort of step by step. You can pause it whenever you like. So first, draw a circle. Nice circle. And then you draw a line right down the middle, as close to the centre as you can if you want it to do facing forward. And then you do another one to make it into a T-shaped but lower. And then you have to do this sort of arching shape. I'm not sure how to describe it, but then you arch down from the circle where the horizontal line is, and go towards the vertical line like that. Then do the same on the other side. It's okay if the pen goes a bit thick at random times. You can just say it's shadow. And then after you've done that's the jawline, you go to the ears, which is, they start a little bit above the horizontal line, and then they go down and meet at the jawline at the bottom of the circle. And you have to do this weird zigzag shape in the ear, just like that. And the same on the other side. Measure across and do it the same spot, but on the other side, of course. And then you have to do the weird zigzag shape again. And now onto the eyeballs. So do this arch that starts on the horizontal line and goes to the other side. And then do the little arch underneath it. And then because we're doing a girl, we can add the big eyelashes. Like that, sort of triangles that come off the top arch. And then you give her eyelids, because creases where you open your eyes. And she has her massive pupils, or whatever that bit is in the middle of the eye, I'm not sure what it's called. And then give it shading, if you like, and then a circle for where the light hits it. And then do the same on the other side. I'll do a eye tutorial another time if you like. So I can show you how to draw anime manga eyes. And we'll do the eyelashes again. And the eyelids. And then the smaller curves underneath the eye for the bottom of the eyeball. And the pupils. Okay, now we've finished the eyeballs, go on to the nose, which is just a little dot a bit to the right of the horizontal line, close to the bottom of the circle. Then the mouth is just 3 lines. And then once you've done 3 lines for the happy face going up, and then you put a line underneath it for the bottom of the lip. Okay, now we've done the mouth, you do the neck, which is 2 lines each side of the jawline, quite simple. And it's, for girls, it's quite a small neck, like smaller than real life. The boys have a thicker neck because that's just male anatomy. And then it curves down into the shoulders. And then after you finish the shoulders, you can do shading underneath the neck. So it comes out a bit from the jawline. So out a bit where the sun would be on the, if you're looking at it, the left of this character. So the shadow's on the other side a bit more. And after you've finished the neck shading, you can do the, what's it called? The eyebrows. You do the eyebrows now. So they're just like small lines above the eyeballs that curve a bit, same shape as the eye. And after the eyebrows, you go on to the hair. So, it's just a random character, but you can do whatever hairstyle you like, but I was going to do my character Dash because I couldn't think, and why not? Lots of anime characters have this hair, so I don't mind if you use it as well. Just for practicing or for a character, I don't mind. So, you don't really do little strands when you're doing anime characters. They're in quite big clumps of hair, but not too detailed, but not detailed enough, you know? And she has hair clips there, clippers that bind her ear. Then you do more lines. And on this side she has a bit more hair sticking out like fringe sort of, but this side. If you do hair in their face, it makes them look a bit more realistic. Oh, that's too thick. And then you add little lines to give the hair more texture, make it look more realistic, I guess. And you'd add shading as well, but I'm not going to add shading to this one. You can do that if you like. And there was shading tutorial as well. And she's got long hair, so we start from there and go down there. She's got some behind her ears. Goes onto her chest, like that. And she has some that goes behind that bit as well. And add more lines, more texture, yay! And then you have lots of characters have that bit at the top of their head for some reason, like where their parting is. And then the finishing touch, that bit. Okay, after we've done the hair, you can start rubbing out the guidelines. I'll speed this up for you. And she's nearly finished. She just looks a little bit naked, so maybe we should give her a t-shirt. You can give your characters any clothing you like. It's just, I wanted to do a simple one just for tutorial. Let's colour it black. Let's colour it black. That's better. Okay, and then she has, like, people have creases there in their throat where the windpipe is, so we give her those bits. And she's done. That's Dash. And the signature. And I hope you enjoyed learning how to draw a girl, because next we have how to draw 3/4 view, and it's a boy. Okay, drawing 3/4 view is also quite simple. Just have to change the angle a bit. You do the same again, lines, but a bit more to the side you want them to be looking. And then you do the jawline, starting from the horizontal and going down to the vertical, going back up again. And then you do the ear, one ear, because you can't see the other one, in the zigzag shape. Then you do the eyeballs. This one, he was a bit angry, I think. So I gave him more slanted eyeballs. You can do whatever shape you like. I'm going to do an eyeball tutorial video in the future. Eyelids and eyebrows. And then do the other side. This one's smaller because you can't see it as well because it's on the other side. It's like it's been squished, sort of, you could say that. And then the nose. It's a bit more pointy than the other one because you can see it better from this angle. And the mouth. Then you give him the neck, which starts from the bottom of his ear, and then the other bit is from just near his chin. And then shadow. Shadow? Oh, okay, not shadow, it's hair. I got it wrong. Sorry about that. You can give them any hairstyle. This wasn't really a character, he was just some random dude, so you can copy this one if you like, I don't care. Or do better one. This one's not very good. It's mainly to show you how to do the face. I'll do a hairstyle tutorial in the future as well if you like. And the hair stops at the back of the neck. And we give it texture again. It's a weird word, texture. Texture. Anyway, after you've done the texture, now you do the shading. So sticking out a bit from his jawline where it's blocking the view of the sun, or whatever light it is, because it might not be the sun, it might be inside. And then do some below the ear as well, because that's also blocking the way of the light. And then you can rub out the guidelines, but I did it on another layer so it's quicker instead of you having to watch me rub it out. And there you go. There's your 3/4 view boy. Oh, and a nostril. Because otherwise how would he breathe? Anyway. And then I find it good practicing just to draw random faces and different angles. Just get better at it. Practice makes perfect. And that's the end of the head tutorial. Title text here, title text here. I'll do a body tutorial, eye tutorial, hair tutorial, pose tutorials next time. Goodbye!